Last week, the bin gave me this Matrix 4-pack DVD that I got from Walmart for $5. So I'm going to watch them all this week before finally getting around to watching The Matrix Resurrections, which I have not seen yet. When I was in college, I presented the lobby scene from The Matrix as a piece of art that I love. Other people were bringing in Picasso, Monet. I brought The Matrix. It was just this incredible blend of dystopian science fiction and cyberpunk combined with unbelievable fighting scenes. This movie completely changed the game. You could say The Matrix inspired a generation of filmmakers, or you could say there were a crap ton of Matrix ripoffs in the decade that followed. Obviously, this is the best movie of the trilogy. It built this incredible world, and the film is so dense. So much happens in this movie, and I'm here for almost all of it. My only issue with The Matrix is that it looks dated because of the computers and phones. If they'd shot this movie 5 years later, there wouldn't have been a problem. What's your favorite Matrix sequel? The answer has to be The Matrix Reloaded, which I'm watching tonight. See you at the movies. I think The Matrix Reloaded is almost as good as the first movie. It expands in this amazing world that Wachowski's created, ramps up the action, and builds out a pretty compelling story. I, for one, loved seeing Zion, and the whole Sentinels coming after them scenario is terrifying. I was completely invested. This film pushes special effects boundaries, which is why I think some of the CGI does not hold up. But that's okay. It still looks good, and it is super entertaining. Yes, the dialogue in this film can be repetitive and robotic, but I think that's intentional. These are computer programs, after all, we're dealing with. This freeway chase is one of the greatest ever filmed. Just incredible throughout. I also love the fight between Neo and the werewolves and vampires in the castle. And yes, it all lands with the loud thud of the architect's monotone exposition at the end. But I like that scene, and I like the twist at the end of this film. Next up is The Animatrix. Let me know what your favorite short from that film was. See you at the movies. In retrospect, I probably should have watched The Animatrix between the first and second Matrix movies, but I'm hoping this collection of 9 amazing short animated films that build out the Matrix universe will help keep me motivated through the viewing of The Matrix Revolutions this week. I love this concept. Animation can do so much more within the world of The Matrix, and it can do so much more than live-action feature films can. For example, the second Renaissance is particularly brutal and violent. I found it hard to watch at times. My favorite chapter after all these years is still, of course, Program. I absolutely love the animation style, and it stars Phil Lamar. The Animatrix shows what can be done with this incredible world Wachowskis have created, and I think they should do some more, especially in the wake of the new film that just came out. Honestly, I can think of a million different ways to take these stories. Call me Wachowskis. Next up, The Matrix Revolutions. See you at the movies. I just finished watching The Matrix Revolutions, and I feel pretty good about it, even though it is widely regarded as the worst of the original 3 films. And yeah, this one gets off to a slow start. Not nearly as much action as the previous 2 movies. But I do love the scene in the subway station with the little family of programs, and I love the idea of these sentient programs trying to escape deletion by escaping to the Matrix. That's one thing I love about this movie. There are seeds of excellent ideas here, but the Wachowskis just weren't able to communicate those ideas clearly enough, I think. And of course, the major problem with this movie is the pacing. It just drags and drags. And I think there's a lot of stuff that could have remained on the cutting room floor. I almost feel like there's too much story here. And honestly, part of me wonders if they shouldn't come back at this as a series instead of films. You'd have way more time to explore these different ideas about the Matrix and how it works. But they didn't. They made The Matrix Resurrections, which I'm watching next. See you at the movies. Guys, I just finished watching the Matrix Resurrections DVD I bought at Walmart, and I really liked it. Dare I say, loved it? Yes, I do. This is a solid Matrix movie, guys. I had a lot of fun, and I regret not going to see it in a theater. This movie continues the story in a satisfying way and expands the mythology of the Matrix. I also love the advancement in technology. For example, the operators are basically Al from Quantum Leap now. That's awesome. And I just like where this story goes. It makes sense. I care about the characters. I found myself truly invested in the outcome. Now, it's not all perfect. There are pacing issues, and some scenes really drag on. There are question marks around a lot of things, but I think the details will be revealed in future films. I actually can't wait to see what they come up with next. What about you? If you've seen The Matrix Resurrections, what did you think about it? Please, no spoilers, but I'm curious to know your thoughts. See you at the movies.